Good morning. Continuing to push through on Emerson's Nature. The last section was just too long. I think 20 minutes of me reading. It's probably more than most people would find interesting, myself included. It's just too long of a video. So I'm going to split these longer sections into shorter clumps. So the first two are between 5 and 10 minutes. So I did the same thing. I get to 5 to 10 minutes. I'm just going to stop. Remark my marker, right? And continue on. So we're section 4, language. Language is a third use which nature subserves to man. Nature is the vehicle of thought, and in a simple, double, and threefold degree. 1. Words are signs of natural facts. 2. Particular natural facts are symbols of particular spiritual facts. 3. Nature is a symbol of spirit. Pretty interesting, right? I know I've read it before, but I don't think this is the part I dove into as much. One of the times I read it, I haven't marked it all. There's only one color there, blue. I'm using green this time around. But, or I could have switched to a blue thing, but I don't have a lot of words there. It's like one little equation here, one little sentence up here. A couple underlines, though. Okay, 1. Words are signs of natural facts. The use of natural history is to give us aid in supernatural history. The use of the outer creation to give us language for the beings and changes of the inward creation. Every word which is used to express a moral or intellectual fact, if traced to its roots, is found to be borrowed from some material appearance. Right means straight, wrong means twisted. Spirit primarily means wind. Transgression, the crossing of a line. Supercilious, the raising of an eyebrow. Can I do that? I don't know. I can lift her eyebrow. I mean, not one anyway. I live in both, but that's different than supercilious. Supercilious. Am I saying that word right? Doesn't sound right. It's one of those words you come across reading that you never hear said. If you grew up in a family that said the word supercilious, how is that pronounced? Am I saying it right? We say the heart to express emotion, and the head to denote thought, and thought and emotion are words borrowed from sensible things, and now appropriate to spiritual nature. Most of the process by which this transformation is made is hidden from us in the remote time when language was framed, but the same tendency may be daily observed in children. Children and savages use only nouns or names of things, which they convert into verbs and apply to analogous mental acts. Yeah. You had old language comparing children with savages. That was a big part of American thought for a long time, going right up into the 20th century. So there it is right there. What do they call that, like recapitulation or something like that? Not a beautiful thing at all, but I think it took to like the mid 20th century before people stopped using that. Even Franz Boas, who's generally thought to be the one to stop using it, definitely does in his early books. The book I read does the same type of recapitulation theory without fully accepting that particular theory. But it's not a good thing, is it? Okay, so this is just that's just a really short one, because I think I probably gives enough to think about. I didn't read even as much as I thought I would. It's a shorter thing. But, okay, so let's think about this idea. So I think the reason I don't have as much marked about it is it's really hard to get your head around, right? So we're talking about language right here, right? So words are signs of natural facts. So is he saying all words are? Obviously, like the nouns, like snake has that like a snake makes, right? So you can see how that would have come from the natural fact of it. And then he's saying all nouns. So a word like, I don't know, the word thought itself, right? Would come from the head. He's saying, I think, the word love from the heart, from the physical heart, maybe. Maybe not, or maybe it's relationship. And then he didn't really explain convert into verbs. So the nouns are, so things start out as nouns and then convert as verbs. I wonder if that affects the way that we learn language. Because we learn language, we start with nouns and verbs, both, right? And sometimes verbs dominate because you learn conjugations and things like that. Would it be beneficial to just work with nouns for a while and build up a few hundred of those, maybe thousands of those? How many verbs does a kid know before they start to use? I mean, how many nouns does a kid know before they start to use verbs? It's a thought. Okay, have a good day.